Wow.
There you go.
Episode 5.
Oh my God, it is episode 5. Wow.
Episode 5.
Well, welcome back, people.
Hello.
My name is Adrienne Purnell,
I'm Taylor.
and this is The Art of Being a Baby Mama.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Dang, it's so crazy that this is our 5th episode.
I know.
I mean, it feels like it's been forever.
Yes.
In a day. It stresses me out to the high heavens, but it's so fulfilling.
And it's so fun just to yap and just talk about everything.
Yeah, yapping is like my number one favorite thing to do. So,
Oh, yeah.
But only with people I'm comfortable with. For instance, yesterday, we went to my speaking engagement.
Yes.
Shout out to Babs. You put on an amazing networking
You did.
event.
It was so beautiful.
It was so beautiful, so powerful, so many women, so many impacted lives. I'm so proud of you. Keep it going. Make that an annual thing. But I realized when I walked in there, I didn't want to talk to anyone.
Yeah.
It's like you're forced to, which is good, right? You're putting yourself in a positive environment. But I get nervous.
Yeah, I feel like large crowds can be intimidating, honestly.
Extremely intimidating. When I got up on that mic, I blacked out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was watching the first speaker, the one that owns Coasis. I was like, wow, she's so angelic.
Yeah.
And her words just flowed. And I was listening to her. I was like, wow, she's so really in her word. Like she has a convicted spirit. She speaks from the heart, like God is speaking through her. And I already have a problem with like praying properly, in my opinion. And I was like, wow, I really aspire to pray like her.
No,
That's
but
crazy.
Everybody has their own way of doing things, and God accepts you as you are. So,
Yeah.
girl.
But
you're
I was
fine.
like, there's so much beauty in everyone's space and everyone's speech. And there was so much power in actually people coming up and saying, oh, I know you. I seen you do this. And I watched the pod. It's so amazing. Just like what you said, how someone messaged you and was like, I just binge watched the 3
Yeah,
episodes.
yeah.
It's like so rewarding for people to say that. It's like all of this is for naught. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like it's
Making
actually
an impact.
impacting people. Look at, come on.
Jinx.
Now, if Taylor sounds like she's a little congested, it's because I had her outside being grown last night.
No, it's because of the weather. Florida is being crazy right now. It was
It might as well be
80
snowing
degrees.
outside.
It was literally 80 degrees 2 days ago and 50 degrees the next day. So my body does not react well to that.
I don't like it. I don't like cold. That was another thing at the event. We were like, it's so cold outside.
Yeah.
I could just pack this thing up and go home. I'm so glad I didn't. So glad I didn't. At least you didn't have to be with them kids.
Yeah.
You got a little break.
A little break, but
But literally, as we left the one spot, you like were running to the car. You're like, all right, bye. See you guys later. And Ashlyn was like, who you think she's more happy to go home and see, the kids or Gabe? I was like, probably Gabe. She's like, she about to go see her man. Said, child, if I had one, I would do the same.
anyways,
Sprinter, okay?
bring it back in. Episode 4, we dove deeper into communication and how we did scheduling and kind of like what made us tick and like how we got through effective communication with each other. Today, we're talking about number 1, how we got the kids on board with co-parenting and the blended family lifestyle. And then number 2, we are talking about how we co-parenting through changes, life changes, relationship changes, all of the changes that may have come about.
I'm down.
Okay.
I'm so down. I love when we talk about kind of like the kids' perspective and like how we, you know, my kids are about to be 8, right? So it's so wild and crazy to watch the growth
Yes.
and how they transition from being babies to toddlers to big boys to really big boys, right?
Yes.
And I think we had it made maybe more. I'm gonna speak for myself because you might have had a different perspective because Jaden is a couple years older than the boys.
Okay.
So he might have been in a different space because we know how quickly it changes, right?
Yes.
It's one day you wake up and it's like, oh, you're not a baby boy no more. You're like a big boy,
Yeah.
right? Okay. So I think with the kids, I think you met the boys when they were like either 3 or 4.
No, they were like
2 or 3. I think it was probably 2. So I feel as though that's a time frame where the kids are oblivious, right? They just know Miss Tay Tay came by and she treated us like gold. She took us to the jump house place, and I'm just spitballing because I don't know
Yeah,
what
yeah.
y'all. They definitely didn't snitch on y'all back in the day because they didn't know no
They
better.
still don't snitch.
They
Just
and that's another problem. Okay, they snitch
there's
on me,
not.
but they
There's
never
nothing
snitch
to
on
snitch
y'all.
on. There's nothing to snitch on.
TT and Daddy never argue. Well, well, and what they kept the secret of you being pregnant,
They did a really good job with that. I'm so proud of
and
them.
I was so mad at them for that. But some of my friends were like, "You don't think that's disrespectful?" I said, "Hold on, y'all just trying to make me start a fight for no reason." Like, I think that it was all in good intention. Like, it's not nothing crazy. Anyways, so I think you met the boys at a time where they are oblivious, and it's easy to transition and have them just go with the flow of things because essentially this is the flow we're creating.
Yes.
You know, like this is it's a lifestyle that
Yeah.
we're presenting to them, and it's easy for them to go with that. And I say that because, obviously my partner and his child she's younger. She's 3.
Yeah.
So it's about the same time that met the boys. And, if me and him are at odds, or I haven't been around a little bit, or, whatever, because grown-ups do what grown-ups do, it's like it doesn't matter to her.
Yeah.
She doesn't know the difference, you
Yeah.
know. Where's Miss Adrian? That's all she wants to know, because it's fun and we're her family and she's used to seeing us.
Right.
But with the boys now being 7, about to be 8, it makes it so much more difficult because guess what? They're aware. They're no longer oblivious.
Right.
They feel the energy. They see the lack of communication. They're experiencing the arguments or the disagreements with you. So I feel like although it is in their nature to vibe out and go about with how we would go about things, it's not. It kind of is a conflicting thing for them as they get older.
Yeah.
That's just what I'm experiencing at the moment because it's just like my boys are so protective of me that on y'all side, it's like they're just free flowing and having a good time because it is free flowing and smooth on your side because y'all are kind of like you and Gabe are pretty much married. Like y'all live together, y'all have the whole family dynamic, and then you have this chaotic situation over here on my side with my boys. And although they've been introduced to this beautiful thing, they're like, hold on, it is not the same over at mom's house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when we initially brought all the kids together with my side of my situation, it was easy. It was cool. Like they was like, okay, this is my family. They love family. So you just another family member. We love this, but now they're kind of like conflicted. Like I done seen some stuff now.
Yeah.
I can give you my opinion now.
Yeah.
And so I think it's way easier to do that as they're littler.
Yes.
Than it is when they're older because they now have opinions. So did you feel like it was different for you getting Jaden adjusted to the family lifestyle?
Oh,
Blended
absolutely.
family.
So like Jaden was an only child it was just me and him for a
Mm-hmm.
very long time. And then when Gabe came around, Jaden was kind of like
Standoffish?
not necessarily standoffish, but he was very protective of me. He was like, oh, no. This is my mommy. I'm not sharing any time. Like, I don't know who you are, but you got to go.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, it was just our time. And so now that his time was getting shared with somebody else, he wasn't as on board with that. And then when we started bringing the twins around a lot more, and then it was like all 3 of them, and then Gabe also on top of everything, I feel like Jaden had a hard time like adjusting. And like even sometimes I still feel like he has a hard time having so many siblings because if you meet Jaden, like he's a very independent, like to himself person in the first place. So like always having to, share things and be around a bunch of people all the time.
Sharing his papa and his Gigi is probably the worst thing. That was the first thing I ever experienced when we went to like the trunk or treat at school, and he went separately, and they saw him and they were like, Jaden, they're so excited, right? And Jaden's like, I'm with Bob. Like I don't want to. He didn't want to share Bob.
No, he's very
Territorial?
possessive and territorial over like what's his. And I'm sure if some therapist came along and studied it, there would be some kind of backstory to why he's like that.
Yeah.
But he definitely had a harder time getting down with the blended family. I will say though that now he's all for it. Like he is a very good big brother, but we're also still showing him the ropes. Like we have to sometimes remind ourselves that he is older, but he is also only 10. So like he is very his own personality. He's trying to figure himself out, but he's also in this role that he has to really take charge and be a leader in. So he's figuring himself out while also doing that and also like still embracing blended family. Because you know his dad will come around and then he's like, oh, my dad, my dad, my dad. But, you know, he also has this father figure that's with him every single day that's also, you know, trying to show him the ropes and, like, make sure he stays on the right path without being, you know, disrespectful or overstepping a role. So they have that interesting...
Gabe's the bad guy to him because Gabe sees him day to day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I wouldn't even say he's a bad guy. I just feel like Jaden is still trying to figure out what kind of relationship to have with him. Like, he's at odds on where he wants to stand with Gabe. And Gabe is like, listen, I don't want to be your best friend, but I also am not going to let you, A, walk all over me because I'm an adult at the end of the day. 2, like, I'm not going to let you just go down a path where, like, you can be disrespectful, you can talk any kind of way. Like, that's not going to flow in my household. And then 3, just, like, making sure that he is staying in the lane that Jaden, quote unquote, wants him to be in, which is that, you know, I'm quote unquote your dad, but I'm not your dad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Jaden will behind the scenes be like, oh, I have 2 dads, or like, that's my stepdad.
Aww.
But to Gabe's face, oh no, baby, no.
No,
He's not gonna admit to Gabe that he'd be calling him
he'd be
his
like
stepdad.
talking to Gabe under his breath and stuff, you know, like he's
Yes.
so just exhausted by Gabe, you know. But Gabe also is very like firm with him, like in regards to you gonna do these push-ups or you gonna do this, you know. Like Gabe don't treat him no different than his
Yes.
other kids. So it's just I respect Gabe for that, and I'm sure he never crosses any boundaries because I know Gabe has sense, right? But Jaden he be fed up. Okay, I call the boys. I'm on FaceTime with them, and they're getting on his nerves. Okay, you know he's in the upper bunk or whatever. He said something like under his breath, and I said, "What did he do, Jay?" He was like, "Man, Miss Adrian, he did it," and just snitched on him.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
telling me everything that they were, how annoying they are, and what they were doing to him, and we were just like commiserating about it. And I was like, you know what, this is gonna be my bonding with Jaden because he's so tired. He's like, get them out of here.
Yeah, but it's so funny because he will also be like, let's go play a game. Let's go on the trampoline. Let's go do this, this, and this. And the second they leave, he's bored. Like,
Is this just brotherhood?
I think it is.
Yeah.
I really think it is. Like, at first, he really did not like it. He
I
did
could
not
tell.
like it at all.
I could tell.
He was miserable 24/7. But I think he found the joy in it. Like, we do a lot of family activities. Like, earlier today, first of all, Princeton broke my foot. We were jumping on the trampoline.
Oh, Lord.
He stepped
Brinson broke
on
her
my
foot.
foot. Girl, I had ice on my foot for like 30 minutes before I came here, okay? It's my bad foot too. He stepped on my foot and like I was out for the count, but like we do a lot of like fun family activities. So like all of us were on the trampoline playing Ring Around the Rosie because that's what Soraya wants us to do. So like he loves things like that. And then afterwards they were on the game playing a game. So it's like he enjoys the family time and just like the fun time, but when they get on his nerves, he's done.
Yeah.
I don't blame him though.
I don't blame him because they get on our nerves. But the moment they leave me, I'm like, man, I miss them so
Yes,
much.
exactly.
But they annoying. They
Yes.
are a lot. And now I say that's probably just like boyhood or like brotherhood
Yeah.
because now the go-to when they argue is, I wish you weren't my brother. And like I'm overhearing this and it's just like, I know this is a rite of passage, right?
Yes.
But it's not nice.
Yes.
And I don't want to encourage it or make them feel like they cannot express themselves, but that's so rude.
Yeah. I think we just let them bicker for a second, like say what they want to say. Like Jaden will be snapping, Princeton will be snapping, Tristan will be snapping, and then we're like, all right, like cut it out, y'all. Like it's enough. Enough is enough. But like let them have that like little moment. Like they'll be out on the trampoline fighting each other and we're like, okay, like now it's time to relax. But they'll get, their little aggression out and have that. It's brotherhood.
They love the boys. Tristan and Princeton love boxing each other,
Yes.
and yeah, no, I don't like it.
Ooh, I feel bad for the boxing instructor. The boxing instructor, did you see his face?
They're so annoying. They're so frustrating. There's no discipline. They're just in there doing stuff. He just be like,
he was not expecting that.
none of them can fight. I just want you to know that.
Yeah.
Jay is trying to throw the hardest punch of all times.
Every time, and that's what I'm saying, like he loves Gabe. Him and Gabe will be fighting and Jay will automatically go to the ground and like Gabe's like, what are you doing, bro? Like, get up. I was
Fight
like,
me, bruh.
boxing, that's it. We're putting them in boxing because if you go to the ground every time you get in a fight, I can't help you. I can't help you with that.
Well, I haven't seen any progress in the boxing classes yet. Let's just wait till tomorrow, see if we get a better product than what we've been seeing. But
About to put their ass in some jujitsu.
that's what they need to be in because that's what teaches them discipline. But like, remember when y'all put them, was it jujitsu the first time?
I don't know.
Y'all were, the instructor was miserable.
Oh, no, they were in martial arts.
It was bad. Krav
Yeah.
Maga? Is that what you're about to say?
No, it was martial arts or karate. Like,
Oh, Lord. But they need that. That is like, I feel like it's a basic skill that every athlete needs.
yes.
But it was hard for me to watch. So I could only imagine what that instructor experienced. But child, oh, Lord. But this can like segue into the next question is like, did we force the bonding? I don't think that you can't force, that'd be something hard to force, a day in, day out.
I think on my end, yes.
You forced it.
Not necessarily forced it, but like you're not going to avoid family time. We're not going to avoid when we have, like, if we're going somewhere, you're going. Like sometimes now, such as like basketball games, like Jaden will stay home. But like in the beginning,
You made them do everything.
I made them do everything together. And even when it came to sports, like they were doing the same sports. Like Jaden was in soccer. Okay, we're putting the boys in soccer too. Like we definitely forced them to not necessarily interact, but like
Cohabitate.
yes.
Yeah. But I feel like that's growing up black, right?
Yes.
You ain't no different than nobody. You gonna do exactly what everybody else do.
Yes.
Like that. It's kind of like our culture.
Yes.
So I can see that. What I can speak to is not the forcing of the bonding with the kids, but kind of like how I've been mixing more into the situation, like your baby shower. And it's just like how we experience the mesh with your friends.
Yes.
And kind of like Gabe coming up to me saying, nobody invited you. And it's like, not that I gotta fight with you, not you. So it's just like I know I took my time with just like getting in there with everybody, making everybody feel comfortable. Like we still had, obviously you've known my kids since they were 2 or 3. Let's just say 3 for good measure, right? They're about to be 8 years old. There's a lot of birthdays, a lot of parties, a lot of things that are in the mix of that. And I was still planning parties by myself, but what did I do just last week? Didn't I reach out to you and say we need to figure out something for this birthday? Because it never made sense back then, but it really doesn't make sense now to continuously be spending all of this money on doing 2 things for these kids all the time when we can collaborate and just make it easier for ourselves.
Yeah, and honestly, I feel like this year was our like shift. I know one of the questions
Like our
was
blossoming.
right, when did the co-parenting relationship shift and like how are we adjusting with the shift? But I think this was our year where we started to really form a relationship, like us two forming a relationship outside of like the kids. Like last night, like I went out with you and your friends. Like
What did Gabe text you?
I've never done that. I've never done that before. Like we've never gone out like just us and like her friends or my friends before.
No, the football game. We went with your friends and
What football game?
the pre-gaming.
Okay, no,
tailgate.
that was different. That was different.
I was like, is these Tay-Tay's friends?
No, that was different. But like, this was,
Yes.
that that moment, and I know eventually I'm sure we're going to start doing holidays together, like instead of, two Christmases, we're doing one Christmas. But that takes time,
Yeah.
like I feel like we did
And
a
what's
really
right for everybody.
yes,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
I don't mind having my Christmas at my house, y'all having y'all Christmas at y'all's house, or like or us doing it together. I don't really care. Like stuff like that
Yes.
doesn't bother me. But I think the first step in the right direction is the birthdays. I think the
Yes.
birthdays, like Gabe, speaking of forcing, used to force his way into birthday parties. Like my uncle's favorite story to tell is how obviously we broke up on the boy's first birthday.
Yeah.
So we still cohabitated, but I couldn't stand him. You understand me? Um, and then the second birthday, I was like, well, I got the boys on their birthday, so I'm about to have a party at the house. And he kept asking me details, and I'm like, I'm not giving them to you. And he was like, it's my kid's birthday too. It just shows up to the house. My uncle will never stop telling that story. He's like, boy, all I know, we was sitting over at that house having a good time. That nigga walked in the door. It got so quiet. And I was just like, Unc, stop telling the story. Gabe walked in. He's like, happy birthday to the boys. And like trying to talk to my mom. My mom's like, everyone is so uncomfortable. All my friends were like walking up to me whispering. But that man like forced his way in. Like, hey, you're going to have to deal with it one way or another. My dad's not going to kick him out.
Yeah.
But definitely forced his way in that one. He forced his way into the Sky Zone one. But that was everyone. That was not last year, the year before that.
Okay, yeah.
And it was just like, I don't care, especially because I have no ill will towards Gabe.
Mm-hmm.
That second birthday party, I did not want him to go to. But everyone after that has kind of expected him to crash it.
Yeah.
But I feel like if we were to collaborate, we could do something bigger for the boys versus, breaking their friends away or, I grew up with a big family bonded situation where every weekend someone was doing something at the house. So it's just like, I want my kids to experience that too.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I felt like I was forcing myself for a while. So I just was like slowly trying to like put myself in the picture. But you're right. This is our blossoming year.
Mm-hmm.
And as we grow and evolve as people and as parents, it's just going to get better.
Yes.
We've done a great job so far. Like, I feel like everyone on the outside is like on pins and needles, like, when is it going to blow up? And now that me and you are doing this show, a lot of people be like, yeah, I'm so proud of you. And I'm like, do you think I'm a demon? Do you think like I have no sense or something? Like, I know how to cohabitate with people and deal with people. Like, I don't know what people thought was going to happen. Like, I was going to dislike you. I was going to hate you. Like, I was going to hold this grudge forever.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. Mind-blowing. But,
Yeah.
to each his own.
Mm-hmm.
I just know we good over here. And we're going at our own pace.
Yes.
And we're doing a great job.
Yeah. And I think it took... Okay, so...
Uh-oh.
Real moment here.
Hello! I love a good moment.
No, so me personally, in just outside influence, I feel like I always had that sense in the back of my mind that, oh, he's going to get back with the baby mama. And wait, listen. No, listen.
This is the first time I heard
No,
that one, guys.
listen. I feel like a lot of women have that like mind, like in the back of their mind, because outside influence and social media, they always put out, oh no, he's always going to get back with
That first baby mama.
Like, there's something special about that first baby mama that's like, gonna cause him to go back or whatever the case may be. So I think for a long time I had that in the back of my mind that was like slowly not holding me back from like going all in. But some point my mindset shifted, and I was like, well, if I'm friends with her, then
Not the ploy.
if I'm friends with her, then really, he can't really sneak anything past me because I'm friends with her. So, like, what you gonna do? So I was like,
That is very funny. Thank you for the vulnerable moment.
Let me shift my mindset to, he's... But I trust Gabe with everything in my body. Like,
As
that
you should.
it never really was him that was making me think that.
So
it was
me?
more... No, it was
the
outside
outside
influence, like
influences.
social media and like people. Like, that's always something that is brought up, is like, oh, that first baby mama is da-da-da. But then Gabe was always like, okay, so your baby daddy coming back? And I'm like, no, absolutely not. Like, that's different. And he's like, how is that
Yikes.
different?
You know the devil is a
I,
distraction.
exactly. And so, like, I really just had to stop and, like, think, like, why, like, this cannot be a reason why, me and Adrian aren't having, like, the relationship that we could
We
have.
could
Like,
have.
we could really be, like, really good friends, best friends. Like, last night, Gabe texted me. He was like, you and your bestie, how are your besties doing? And we sent him a selfie. Like, we're good. We're living our best
We're
life out here.
great.
We're
Having a
doing
blast. Talk to you
great.
later, TTYL.
So I think again, like, that shift and change and just, like, having different mindset every single time you guys, like, get closer in, relationship, us specifically, like, having that mindset change also really helped me, like, get closer and just let my guard
Guard
down
down.
more.
But like respectfully, I understand, right?
Yeah.
Like I was intimate with him at some point, and I know any relationship that I'm in, I never trust anybody that was intimate with mine.
Yeah.
So I get it,
Yeah.
right? But I mean that just takes faith.
Yeah.
You have to have faith that that's you trust him. You don't know me that well, so you didn't trust me that well. But I mean, all I could do, we could show you better than we could ever tell you.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And it's just like, I would never, like, stuff like this is so important to me. I've lost friends over secrets or doing things that, not being fully transparent because I didn't want to hurt somebody, but that came back and bit me in my butt.
Yeah.
So I would never, and I'm the queen of do unto others as you want them to do unto you. And if my partner were to sneak behind me and sleep with his baby mama, I don't know if you'd see me here. I think you might have to come check on me at Orient. Like, I don't know.
Send you some money every month.
Yeah, I might become a liability for you at that point. But I would never do that. But I respect that you actually said that because it's tough though.
Yeah.
Like especially if people in your ear.
Yes.
Because the devil is a distraction, and it's just really not that great. And I struggle with, I don't know if I love Gabe or if I just fuck with him because he's like my brother. I tell everybody that's like my brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I respect that he's always, if I'm calling for the boys, he'll be like, hey, just watch the episode. You guys did really, really great. And he'll say like good things and bad things and like give me tips and pointers.
Yes.
And it's just like, he's so invested and not off the strength of me, but that's solely off the strength of you. And it speaks volumes. And I feel like I'm always singing Gabe's praises, but like I really like that, and it's just speaks on our relationship and how you guys communicate so well. And he's just he a supporter. That thing gonna support you now.
Yes,
that's what he gonna do.
You guys have come such a long way, and I know like we were talking about like shift in like the kids and like the blended family, but there was a shift in us three also.
Yes.
Like it wasn't just us and the kids shift or just the kids shifting. Like we also had made a shift. Like at one point, it was you and him talking, and then me and you talking, and then we made that
group chat.
The group message. So now it's all three of us talking, and like we did the tailgate, and it was you and your partner, and then me and him. Like we have made that shift where we, just have that friendship.
Yes.
Now that's just so comforting. We don't argue
it's
like
comforting
anymore.
to us though,
Yes,
because it makes other people so uncomfortable. So many people messaged me when I posted that picture of all four of us, and like a lot of guys that I know, they're like, there's no way you guys are all that your man is cool with you hanging out with your baby daddy and dad. I'm like, why wouldn't he be?
Yeah.
Like talk me through that. Like what's your
Yeah.
like why do you feel that way? There's some type of trauma that you experience that makes you think that it is impossible for two people that had children together to be cool.
But then again, I think it's that outside noise, that same line that was affecting me is affecting them, because that's what you always, I feel like that's what you always hear, is that they will always go back to their first, because there's something special about giving somebody their first child. But there's also ways that you can still give somebody their first child and love them for doing that and appreciate them for doing that and not be in love with them.
Yeah, 1,000,000,000%. But there's so many people walking this earth that have children and that they either can't stand each other, that don't don't dislike each other but don't like each other. You know, there's so many versions of relationships that it's like it's not impossible. If you really work on it and put your best foot forward, you really can maintain a great relationship, because that's what we see on social media. So that's the biggest thing that we've seen on social media is people commenting back like, it could never be me. We know. We know, Sally. Like, get your shit together. You know what I'm saying? Like, put the kids first. And we say that all the time, but it's just like we're repeating ourselves because it's literally, quite literally, that easy.
Yeah, but I mean, again, like what we just said, the timeline started with us doing everything for the kids. Everything was for the kids. And then eventually it became, you and I. Then eventually it became you, me, Gabe.
Yes.
And now it's just, that continued growth from all three of us plus all five kids.
Yeah.
Like,
My favorite thing is right now, like just hearing 5 is crazy. My favorite thing is every time I call and Soraya hears my voice and she'd be like,
Miss Adrian.
And then it's like me and her time. Okay.
Yes.
That's my girl.
No, last night when I was getting ready, she was like, "Where are you going with Miss Adrian?" I was like, "I'm going out. Can I go?" "No, girl. Sorry.
No, you cannot come.
No,
I
one
was
day."
thinking that that you were gonna have her, and then I was like, why would she bring her to this networking event? It would be way too much. Because we didn't have any plans to go out afterwards, but it just so happens.
What was super important for the kids to understand? I'll start. When I first met them, it was super important for them to understand that I was, one, not trying to be their mom or take that mom role, and that I was solely here as just an extra person. As
A bonus mom.
Hence them calling me their bonus mom. I just wanted them to know that, I'm here for whatever you need. I'll be at every sport event. Like, we'll be best friends. Like, we
They're
can be
besties.
best friends, but I'm solely here to be what you want me to be. And that was really important for the kids to know, because I've heard the stories of, "Oh, she was trying to be my mom, da, 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 da." Like, that's not my mom.
Yeah.
Like, even I talked about it in our trauma episode where, obviously not stepmom, but I told my adoptive mom, like, "You're not my mom. Like, I have a birth mom." And, you hear the stories, and I just wanted to make sure, especially because they were so young, like, I didn't want them to be confused or get the wrong impression of what I was to them or what I was trying to be for them.
Yeah. I think the lines have been skewed. Because you went from bonus mom to Miss Tay Tay is our bonus mom. Da, da, da. They think you their mama now. And I'm fine with that. Like, I'm fine because I need some help. Okay. Tristan, we know that little thing. He loves his mama to death.
He does. He loves you down.
They both. If I say anything negative, no, you're not, mom. I love that and I appreciate that. But I feel like Princeton, like, Miss Tay Tay is handling life better than mama. I feel like he feels like that.
I don't know why. Princeton and I really bond, but I'm quick to give him, like, the other day, he had 400 jump squats from me because I was tired of it, okay? He did
Was it his mouth?
that, and he taught his sister to hit. And I was like, you know what? He was giving me, started at 100.
I love that he taught her to hit.
Then he did another. He was at 200. Then he did another thing. He was at 300.
What was it?
Then he was at 400.
What was it he was doing? Jump squats?
Jump squats.
Oh, them little quads was popping, huh?
His daddy saved him at 200. I was going to make him keep going.
Yeah, wall sits don't work for them anymore either.
Them jump squats, baby, they be crying.
I don't like when they cry. I don't like when they're working out and they cry. I don't know, just sidebar. Another sidebar. Do y'all see the sweaters? Show them your sweater. Show them your sweater.
They're so cute.
It's very lit. So the event that I was speaking about, that we went to yesterday, I got these beautiful sweaters made for us.
She was making fun of me because I didn't want black. I wanted gray, and I wanted purple to match the logo. So she was making fun of me.
You think they gonna whoop me or something? You think the
Get on
podcast
her.
people gonna whoop me? But anyways, I just think black is so professional, and it was
is.
just like, clean, but you didn't have to go up there. I told you wear that with some jeans and you was gonna be fine.
I don't wear jeans.
Clearly, because we argued that down. Anywho, aren't the sweaters so cute? It's now made me want to do a million other shirts and marketing material. I might have a sweatsuit next time we come back. Sweatsuit.
Nike Tech. A Nike
You
Tech.
can have a Nike Tech. I don't care for Nike. I love don't get me started. It's like this one brand that I really, really like. The pants never fit me though. But I'm gonna have me a sweatsuit next
Okay,
time.
well, I'm gonna get us Nike Tech, and you're gonna wear it because I paid for
I
it.
don't want to wear Nike Tech.
Oh,
First of all,
well.
Nike Techs are expensive.
Oh well.
And they're not as cute. I could show you some other ones. She don't listen. Anywho, moving on. What are some things that we found troubling getting the kids to do together? Nothing.
Everything.
What do
Just
you
kidding.
mean?
No, I'm just kidding. Honestly, I feel like even though I personally on my side forced them to do a lot of things together, once they did it, they were happy. Like, they loved it. They love each other. Even though Jaden wants to deny it so bad, they love each other.
Princeton told me he wants Jada to be his brother, not Tristan.
He says that all the time.
Yeah.
And
He's like, Tristan always says, they exile me. They always put me to the side.
that's not true because the past 3-4 weeks, Jaden's like, Princeton, you're being rude to me and Tristan, and I'm not playing with you.
This is so funny.
So
Princeton think he's smarter than everybody. Shout out to my baby. They tested him for gifted. Because he's the smartest boy in his class.
he is.
He is the smartest boy in his class.
I think he has the highest improved, like, state testing too right now.
Yeah, I-Ready test.
I think so.
130% increase or something like 130 points increase.
Yeah, he's super smart.
When he was already above there. Hey, just give my baby his
Well,
flowers.
he can test again next year for gifted, but we're taking them out of the school if they're gifted.
Why would you? Oh, why are you telling our business on here?
What?
Why would you don't want them in a gifted program at that school?
We don't have a gifted program.
Oh, I don't really think I care for them to be gifted, but we could talk about this later.
Okay. So we talked about the shift in relationship between us, but also our shift in the kids. We talked about how we introduced the kids into the blended family
I
lifestyle.
love them so bad.
I want to close with something fun. What are the biggest misconceptions we've had about each other before we really got to this point? Like, what you
Thought
and then what was true, or what you thought and what was not true. You go. Or we can rock, paper, scissors again.
We can rock, paper, scissors.
You know I'm going to win.
Okay. Bitch. Ha ha. Oh, she don't got nothing to say.
I have to think.
Oh,
I have to think. You didn't even give me a second to think. Goodness.
A couple of them. A couple of seconds.
Gracious. Biggest misconception
I am so excited to hear this.
that you are a bully.
Come on now. I appreciate the honesty. So you thought I was a bully. Because other people said I was a bully.
Yeah, I thought you were going to be a bully, like, because I just heard everybody was, like, scared of you and that you were a bully. But okay,
this face?
Wait,
How
two
could
things.
anyone ever be scared of this face?
2 things. I could see why it can be true. Listen, I'm about to tell you about yourself. Because you just said it in the last podcast episode that you like to be chest up. You like to say things with your chest.
Big
chest
dog.
up. You are...
I'm assertive. Yes.
You like to be assertive, okay? You like to, have your way. And you like to be just like the big macho, huncho...
That is
top
a misconception,
dog.
though.
That's not a misconception, Adrian.
I do not like to be big boss honcho. That is
maybe not in a relationship.
No, that is naturally my persona. Like, I am...
This girl literally just said, last episode, and somebody check the check.
Run the tapes back.
Let's fact check that.
You're right. Thank you, Edgar. Fact check. Where is the NFL replay? Go back and replay. She said that.
While I'm over here fighting for my life in the comments.
Because they're irrelevant.
I'm like, you're a loser. I love calling somebody a loser.
And they are.
L7, okay? And I'm gonna let them know it that they are. And it's probably that's like I'll poke my chest out way too often. Like
Mm.
I'm still being delivered, and me and Dre joke about it all the time, but it's really not a joke. I need to learn how to back down, stand down, but I can't.
I'm telling you,
What I
said
said, what I
that.
said,
You
Lord.
said that. You said that. But I thought it was I think it's not true. One, because I've like talked to you and I just know how you are. You don't like to be that way.
Right.
Okay? You are forced
Thank
to
you.
be that way. Okay? Also, number
Don't
two, I think it's a misconception because, well, okay, I don't really have like a scary bone in my body because I just think I'm little but
Small but mighty.
little but talawa, okay? I just don't have a scary bone in my body, so I was like, you know what? Like we're just gonna be, like we're just gonna get past it,
Right.
Because I feel like nobody can bully me because I was a bully, so I just don't have that like. I don't have
She
that.
just admitted that she was a bully. That is so funny.
I was a bully because I got bullied and then I became a bully. Like that was I told you this. This was me in high school.
Yes.
Like first of all, nobody's
We
gonna bully me.
remember the lacrosse story.
So I'm gonna become a bully. So like I was just like, okay, well if she's a bully, I used to be a bully. We can just be best.
Bullying each other.
We can just be best friends. Like it's fine. But I also I felt like you were quote unquote that way, or people thought you were that way because of situations you were put in. Like, listen, I don't know who was telling on you, but people were telling on you and telling Gabe all types of stories. Like, if you did something, somebody would call Gabe and be like, "Your baby mama's out here doing this, this, and this," and I would just be like, "Well, like, who put her in that position? Like." Obviously, somebody got her upset or put her in a position to have to...
They poked the bear and the bear reacted.
Yeah, so...
Everyone wants to play victim when they get their butt whooped. That's just what happens.
And I learned that very quickly. So that was my biggest misconception. Or, like, that was a label that was placed on you. That was not true. Well, maybe it is true, but it's not, like, affecting anything.
I am not a bully.
I didn't say you were a bully. I said you walked with your chest out.
I'll poke my chest out way too often. Okay, I definitely walk with my chest out. Just naturally, though. I'm big dog.
Look at Edgar.
I am naturally... I walk... it's confidence. I stand in mine, 10 toes in mine. Like, if I say something, I mean that. And I'm doing that. But I'm naturally like this. Like, you're going to meet me, and I'm going to smile, and I'm going to give you a hug, and I'm going to be a little uncomfortable. And I'm going to talk. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. But when you get on my bad side, well, baby, you are stuck there. But these days I'm a changed woman. People don't really get under my skin that much no more.
Bless the Lord, amen.
Hey, and it's so funny because when we were out last night, two of my homeboys that haven't seen me in months were like, "We about to get drunk," and I was like, "No, we're not. I don't drink no more." And then my homeboy was like, "Oh, so you don't drink no more? So that means you don't beat niggas up no more?" And I was like, "Oh." Okay. Then the other one comes over. He was like, when's the last time you had a drink? I was like, September. He's like, so you ain't been fighting, huh? I was like, oh. So everyone just knew me as the drunk woman that beat everybody up.
And that was what I heard.
I hate that for me. But it's not who I am. And then he was like, it's so crazy because you still have that same energy you always had, but you're sober. I was like, because it was never the liquor. I don't need that. I can vibe. Anyways, enough about me. My misconception about you. Are you ready? What you think I'm about to say?
I don't know. Let me sit back. Go ahead.
My misconception of you is that you were quiet.
I am quiet.
Bullshit. You are not quiet. You are, and when I found out that you weren't quiet is when? Do you remember? I've already mentioned it. Not today. When you called me after my fight, after I got out of jail, and you was like, you need somebody to help you fight? I got you. Because where was your friends at? And I was like, oh, she's a loose wire. Like, she's crazy. She's not chill. Because one of my homeboys was like, yo, I seen Gabe's new baby mama. She's so bad. And I'm like, I've seen her. She's beautiful. He's like, no, like, she's beautiful. Like, beautiful black queen. I was like, okay, we get it.
I feel like
He's like, she's so cute and tiny and like quiet and like she just they compliment each other. And then you call me with that shit. And I was like, and then I started learning stories about you. I'm like, this thing ain't quiet. You just nosy. You sitting back and reading the room. And when you comfortable, you gonna strike. And you ain't gonna shut up either. And I like that. That's why I like how our relationship just evolved. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
we can be cool and it's not a forced relationship. Like it's not like, oh, we gotta deal with each other. Like we enjoy dealing with each other.
Yes.
And like last night when you were getting up and going to the restroom and you had your glasses on, it's a lot going on around there. And I'm like, where you going? You were like, the bathroom. Like you're so annoyed that I'm asking you. And then when you walked away, Gigi looked at me. I was like, that's like my little sister. Like I make sure she said, I don't care if she get mad or not. She was like, that is exactly what it's like. Y'all are like sisters. I was like, yeah, I don't care. But 1000% you ain't quiet. And y'all don't let these glasses fool y'all.
I am quiet.
That's why you're smiling from ear to ear because you know you're not.
No, because I really feel like people probably think like, why is Gabe with her? She looks so boring, like she barely talks.
No, all y'all
but
do
we
is
be
laugh.
at home.
All y'all do is laugh. Like,
We be at home cracking up. We have so much fun. Like I told you about the other night when we went on the trampoline. Whew, that was
see,
hilarious.
and I think Gabe is corny, but you don't think he's corny. And I
he has
think
his moments. I'm corny too, though, so it don't matter.
he's cringy, corny, and he can't dance to save his life. Bless him. Like what he told me, he said, "Hey, I love the podcast, but stop getting on there making me sound like a broke ass nigga."
Listen, I was watching.
Screaming. I was screaming. I said, "Baby, I don't know what you're talking about. Put my kids on the phone."
No, and then listen, I was listening to, I was rewatching episode 4 before I came here, and he just kept looking because his name got mentioned. He was like, I was like, relax. It's okay, relax.
Mostly, we say nice things about him.
Yes, we sing his praises all the
Yes,
time. Like,
yes.
ugh, come on now.
He's just not invited to the sleepover. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
No.
that's what he's bothered by. He's like, we're so cool, and it's just like, ew.
I know he was irritated last night. I know he was irritated.
He
Like,
wouldn't have had fun.
He wouldn't have.
No.
And I told,
like,
honestly, I don't like the club. Like, I do not like going out. And I told him that's why I went back to get my glasses, because like I'm very like, I'm military mindset. I'm always watching the room, especially if he's not with me. Oh, I'm 10 toes down. Like I'm watching everything.
Yep.
I'm looking at all the exit points. I knew who was behind me. He always commends me on knowing what people are wearing. Like I can look at somebody for 2 seconds.
That's your superpower.
And I will, I have a photographic memory, and also the military like definitely enforce that on. Always be aware of your surroundings. Always remember what somebody is wearing or what they look like, what they're doing, so that if you need to recall something or if something happens, oh, I know he was over there, she was over there, like they were
Yes.
doing this. Like I'm very on top of it, and I don't want to put myself in a position where I have to fight somebody because I'm staring at them.
Yeah.
Okay? Because I'm
With the
staring at
glasses
you.
on.
So I need to have my glasses on so I can read the room, stare at people, and like know what is going on.
Yeah. That, I mean, I get it. I liked it. Last night, I'm like, I hate being out when I'm sober. Because it's like, ooh, so much going on. And I'm just like trying to calm my mind down and look at everything around me too. Because I'm like, now I feel like I'm sober. I'm taking care of everybody. And then I started noticing how drunk everyone was getting. And I was like, oh, wow.
I don't know why anybody thought I was drunk.
Yeah, because you had them glasses on, I guess. But they said you and Gigi. Gigi was definitely not drunk. Nobody was drunk. There wasn't enough liquor at the table. Anyways, don't get me started. All right, before we wrap this episode up.
I want to give a shout out. Shout out.
Y'all hear the voices? There's some men behind the magic, behind the scenes that make everything happen. Come here. Come here, boys.
Come.
Don't trip on your way. Don't trip on your way. There you go. Yeah! The two E's. Edgar and Evan. We love y'all so
Thank you
bad.
guys so much.
The studio is
amazing.
It's amazing. They are constantly upgrading, constantly
Yes,
taking
changing.
care of us, forever evolving, and we love it here. Our home studios.
I love it. I love them. They're so great. Thank you guys. Always. I'm
forever indebted.
yes.
Forever indebted.
I will text
peep the purple,
Edgar.
like
Yes.
peep the purple lights. Like y'all ain't see purple lights before. They did that for us.
Yes.
Yeah,
We
because
are
we
so
ones,
grateful.
not the twos. Okay.
So grateful.
So grateful. You do be texting Edgar like these long. And once I see that, baby, you already know I close the phone. You already know I close it. And I'm like, I'm going to let them handle that. I'll pick this phone up when the 10 messages are over.
And my problem is I don't say hello. I don't say good morning. I don't say good evening. I just send the text because it's the first thing that's on my mind. And if I don't say it, I'm going to forget it. Like I will wake up at 1 o'clock and be like, oh, we need to do this, and this. Send the message.
I have so many notes. So many notes that if I go through them right now, I notice some things I forgot to say. But hey, here we are. We love y'all. Yes. We love y'all real bad.
Thank you so much.
Not as much you as Edgar. I lie. The same. But thank you guys for joining us for episode 5. Like, comment, and subscribe. We are loving the vibes and the energy that we are receiving back from everybody. So keep it all coming.
Yes.
Taylor, would you like to say anything?
Yes. And if you are a product, a company, an individual, whatever the case may be, and you would like to sponsor the Art of Being a Baby Mama podcast.
Want us to promote you guys in any way, shape, form, or fashion?
Yes. Mention you guys. Any kind of promotion that you guys would like or sponsorship for the podcast, please email us at theartofbeingababymama@gmail.com or send us a DM on Instagram. We will respond immediately. We are very open to, whatever sponsorship opportunities would come our way. We are growing, expanding. Mm-hmm. We have a lot of ideas and visions for this podcast that we cannot wait for you guys to see.
Mm-hmm. We've already established that we will be having a second season.
Yes, season 2 will be happening.
Yep.
So look forward to that. We still have 3 more episodes in season 1. We cannot wait for you guys to see what is in store. Again, like, comment, and subscribe, and follow along for the rest of our journey.
And we just added us on Apple.
Yes, Apple.
So we're on YouTube and Apple. We're working on Spotify. Hey, we're growing.
Yes.
Work with us.
Every episode, something new, something different, something expanding. As you can see, like our intros are changing. We are trying to find our rhythm. By season 2, it will be a well-oiled machine.
Yes,
you guys will love it. What else? Oh, we are going live on Thursdays at 7
before our
podcast drops. Please join us if you want to share your story on a live.
Chat.
Just come, have fun, get a drink, get some water, get a mocktail, whatever you want.
You know we like to yap.
Get the popcorn, get your snack, finish dinner, put the kids to sleep, and join us.
Get rid of them kids.
On live and just,
vibe out with us.
Yes.
But again, thank you, Taylor, for showing up. All right. We love y'all. Talk to y'all later.